Welcome to this demonstration. In this video, I'll be distributing an article to all the major article directories using ASA. We will be tracking the amount of time it takes for us to complete the demonstration process. Of course, the actual time of submission will be much shorter than this because I'll be taking some time to explain certain things as I walk you through. But before we continue, let's log into ezynarticles.com and goarticles.com to check out our last submitted article. As you can see, there are no pending articles in Ezyn Articles, and the last article in my GoArticles account is Article Marketing, Why It Works. Alright, let's get started. In the meantime, I've copied and pasted the various components of my article into ASA. It took me less than a minute because it's really straightforward. Just copy and paste the title into the title box, copy and paste the article body into the article body box, and so on. You know what I'm talking about. I've also copied and pasted the summary, which is the first two paragraphs of my article content. I've added in the keywords that were separated by commas. And if you have an existing The Best Spinner account, you can set it up in ASA and click on the various buttons like this to create spinnable content for the various article components. This is optional. After pasting our article into ASA, we will select the appropriate campaign to use. For our demonstration, we will be using Private Investigator campaign, which I've saved into the system. Once I select a different campaign, a pop-up box will show up like this. I'll click OK, and immediately our category box over here and our resource box over here will change to reflect our saved campaign settings. Saving your commonly used category and resource boxes saves you time in the future because you no longer have to select the categories or copy and paste your resource boxes each time you distribute a new article. You can create new campaigns and update existing campaign settings in the ASA settings page here. Next, you may choose to spread your submissions randomly over the next few days. If that's what you want, you can specify the number of days over here. Or you can simply get them distributed to the directories all at once by specifying a 0 value over here. Here are the article directories we will be distributing to. If you want to achieve high submission success rates, then I recommend you to click on the Check Article button. When you click on this button, ASA will check your article against Ezyn Articles guidelines and report any errors. So if your article length is too short and it does not meet the required minimum word count, this tool will tell you. Then you can edit your article before you distribute it. There are no errors in my current article, so I'll go ahead and close this box. There are two ways for you to distribute your article. First of all, you can schedule your article to be distributed in a future date by specifying a time or a date in the future, or you can distribute your article right away by clicking on the Publish button right now. Let's submit this article right now by clicking on the Publish button. In just a few minutes, usually immediately, you will receive an email from ASA telling you that the article has been added to the queue for distribution. Let's check our inbox. So this is how the email will look like. It will give you a breakdown of the article directories your article will be submitted to. And with no additional effort on your part, ASA will work in the background and get your article spun, that is if you have spinnable content in the first place, and get them distributed to directories and document sharing sites you have chosen. Once the distribution process is completed, you will receive a second email which contains your submission report. Most of the time, this takes about 5 minutes. So I'm going to pause the video for a while and we'll resume after we receive the submission report. Welcome back. We have received the submission report at 10:29 AM, which means that the entire submission took less than 5 minutes. In fact, it only takes 2 minutes. Here are the results. Let me open up the second email. All these URLs you see here lead you right to your articles which are already published live in these directories. So let's open up a couple of these articles for you to take a look. Let's start with Go articles. How about that? So this is the article that has been successfully distributed to Go articles. All the articles under this section are still pending approval from the directories, and until they are published, these links, which are the article URLs, will lead you to a 404 page. But once they are published, these links will lead you directly to your live articles like those you see in the previous section, which I've already shown you. Now it's going to take you extra effort and time to check if these articles are published. And that's why we have automated this process for you as well. Every 3 days, ASA will check the status of your articles and notify you immediately once they are approved. And once your articles are approved, you will receive another email containing a list of live URLs to those articles, which again will look something like this. Alright, I would like to draw your attention back to our submission at ezinearticles.com and goarticles.com. So if you take a look at ezinearticles.com, it's telling us that it has been successfully distributed to the website and it is currently pending approval. And as for the article in Go Articles, which you have already seen, this article has been published in goarticles.com. But you know what? Let's check our Ezine Articles and Go Articles account to see if the article has been really submitted. So I'll go ahead and refresh these 2 pages. So that's for Ezine Articles. So before using ASA, we do not have any pending articles in ezinearticles.com. But now we have an article that is pending approval, and this is our latest article submission. How about goarticles.com? Again, before we use ASA, the last article submitted was Article Marketing, Why It Works. So let's take a look. There you go. After using ASA, the last article is our latest article submission, which is Private Investigators Singapore. So, how long did the entire distribution process take? It took about 1 minute to do the copying and pasting. Then ASA took about 2 minutes to get the article distributed. Now on the average, it takes about 5 minutes, but in this case, it took just 2 minutes. During these 2 minutes, we were waiting. But here's the thing, if you're doing this for yourself, you could have simply logged off after you clicked on the publish button. Why? Because ASA runs 24/7 from our server. So it doesn't matter if you switch off your computer or you leave it on. Your article will still be distributed. So in total, it took us 3 minutes to get our articles distributed to all the major directories. If you have done all these submissions by hand, this could easily take you 6 minutes per directory, which equates to you spending over an hour or 60 minutes just to copy and paste your articles to 10 directories. So simply put, ASA helps you tap into the traffic potential of the major article directories with lesser time and effort. Alright, that's the end of our demonstration, and I invite you to check out the rest of this page to decide if ASA is right for you. I hope to see you in our membership area. Thank you.